Hi guys, welcome back to the Cosmic Revolution YouTube channel. I'm Maddie Murphy, an intuitive healer, astrologer, and empowerment coach. And today I wanted to just tune in to more of the energetics of this current Venus retrograde cycle that we're in. So if you want to know more about what this means for you in terms of astrology and some of your cosmic RXs to help you get through this, go back to the other video on this channel. You'll see it right there. This is going to be a reading. I'm going to pull a card, an archetype card from Kim Cran's archetype deck for each of the elements. So I'm going to do the fire, earth, air, water, and your zodiac sign of what's the message, what's the archetype, what's the energy that you're stepping into to help guide you through this Venus retrograde to come out on the other side of just a more full, more free, more fulfilled you. Okay, so let's see. So while I shuffle, of course, think of something. Is there something you want to ask? What do I need to know for my highest good? What's the best thing I can do to take care of myself during this retrograde cycle? What have I forgotten about myself? What's my superpower? You can ask a question like that. And of course, I want you to say your name out loud or in your own head to call your energy to you. And so let's see, I'm going to start with my fire sign. So where are my Aries, my Leo, my Sag? Let's see what's in store for you. Okay. Ooh, the Queen. Okay, I see you. So this is the Queen card. This is like the moon, and there's the snake and the flower. So this is going to be a great invitation for you during this retrograde cycle. How can you really step more into this role of the Queen in your life, the sovereign one? This is like, regardless of gender, it's this ability to sit in your throne and say, like, here I am, and this is how I know I want my life to feel, and how I know I can rule myself, how I can be sovereign, how I can be free, how can I be autonomous. The Queen card asks us to stop looking for approval or validation from other people and just trust that regalness within us. It's also a card that's like mega treat yourself energy, right? The Queen, it's like the Queen does nice things for herself. She drinks out of that fine crystal, doesn't just save it for company. She like indulges and she takes care of herself because she knows that she's taking care of so many people. So fire signs, this Venus retrograde, I want you to wake up every morning and put on your invisible crown and think like, okay, I'm ready to start my day, but as the Queen that I know I am. I love that for you. Okay, so let's see what's next. Let's go to our air signs next. So what does this Venus retrograde, what is the energy we're embodying for our Gemini, our Libra, our Aquarius? Let's see. Ooh, the ocean. All right, my air signs. Turns out you need a little water energy. So, I mean, on the literal sense, I'm going to say if you live and you're able to walk or drive or ride your bike to a body of water, get yourself to it. There's something so clarifying about being in water, being around water. It really helps clear that part of our brain and our energy field that gets like sticky or stagnant, right? This also could mean taking a nice ritual bath, a salt bath to kind of cleanse out your field. That's always really important, and maybe kind of sticking to that as, Gemini, Venus and Gemini is, an air sign. So this is your like really tuned into this Venus cycle. So all this air energy reminds us that we are just energy, that things that come up and old feelings and things that are heavy and emotions and things we're beating ourselves up for, they're not tangible. They're just energy. So getting rid of them through a nice energy cleaning, doing ritual baths is a nice way to actually like release that without all the heavy lifting work or attaching like stories or drama to it. It's just like, this is the energy I'm ready to release. So I would also say the other interpretation of this card is like, how can you go with the flow a little bit more, activate that inner ocean energy, and it really feels like treating yourself to an energy cleansing or healing right now, or at the very least, salt baths on the regular. I love 1 part Epsom salt, 1 part sea salt, and my favorite essential oils. Sometimes I throw some herbs in, some crystals. Oof, it's so good. Okay, so let's see what this retrograde cycle has to offer for my earth signs. So that's my Taurus, it's my Virgo, my Capricorn. I'm going to include myself in this because I'm a Virgo. what do we need to know? What do we need? What are we stepping into? What are we embodying to really bring us into the out of retrograde cycle as, like I said, a more fulfilled version of ourselves? Ooh, the mountain, very earth energy. Okay, so the mountain, just like the ocean card, clearly these cards are giving us some deep nature medicine. This is a card, again, if you have the capability to get to a mountain or even just outside, I feel like this Venus retrograde in Gemini is asking us for fresh air. That Gemini, that fresh air, I talked about in my last video, the effervescence, the fresh energy that comes in when we clear something and we look at something, I feel like that's going to be really supported by spending time in nature. Also, the mountain, in a more shamanic sense, really speaks to seeking a higher wisdom, seeking a higher truth. If you've been doing something in your life and you've been doing it at a certain level and you're feeling pushed and you're feeling like it's not working anymore and you're feeling like it's not clicking, it's usually because you're being asked to level up, to take it one level further, to expand yourself. Maybe you spent the last few years learning something and you feel like in that apprenticeship position, and now it's like you have to take it to the next level. What's your wisdom you bring to this? What's a higher wisdom you can bring into this thing that you're doing? So again, the literal, get thee to a mountain, but also in the more spiritual, metaphorical sense, it's like you're being asked to really trust your own wisdom and take those steps to get there. This is like a really empowering message, actually. I love that. And then let's see. So what do my water signs need to know to come out of this retrograde as just a wholer, more empowered version of themselves? Let's see. Ooh, the vessel. Oh, I love this. Okay, so the vessel card really speaks to remembering that you have a physical body. I know you, my water signs, my, beautiful Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Sometimes we can get so caught in the emotional and the spiritual, the metaphysical realm, the creative realm, that you forget you have this beautiful vessel, this body, and it's speaking to you and it needs something from you. And maybe it wants to clear some things out of you. And it's like, what can I do to really honor myself in this vessel? How can I speak kindly to my body? How can I move it in ways that are intuitive? How can I eat in gentle, nourishing ways? How can I get rest? I feel like this retrograde cycle for you is just gonna be about focusing on your body and your vessel and just grounding into that and thanking your body every day. Giving it sweetness, rubbing it with beautiful oils, the whole thing, because the vessel is how you're here to deliver your message. Your vessel is how you're here. Like, I know all of you water signs watching this have something you want to share with the world, something you want to do to be of service, to add more art, beauty, healing to our society, but you can only do that through your physical body in some way. So tend to that, tend to your vessel like it's your art. Okay, so I hope those were helpful. I know this is brief, but I'm all about just a good little action-packed reading. Let me know, what your sign is, what the element is, and let me know what resonated. I'm curious to hear what you have going on right now, if you have intentions for this retrograde or anything that you've been experiencing so far. So definitely, if you don't already, subscribe to the channel. We put out new videos every Friday for you, and follow us along on Instagram at The Cosmic Revolution. We have daily inspiration, lots of memes, and of course, weekly cosmic energy updates. Okay, so happy, blessed Venus retrograde to you, and I'll see you soon.